Hey everybody, I'm the Ranting Monkey, and with me as always is Scribe. Say hi, Scribe.
Hi, Scribe.
And the lovely SDA is joining us as well. Say hello.
Hello.
And I just want to take a moment and explain this title. Originally, we weren't sure SDA was going to be joining us tonight, so it was just going to be the Scribe and Money show, old school as we used to do it. And then I threw in Women Born Evil. That's not because of SDA. This is actually because of Grand Monkey, because I realized something really horrible today. She asked for French fries for dinner, so I made her French fries.
Yay.
And I'm getting her plate. I'm getting her plate ready for her, and I was going to get her a hot dog too because she loves hot dogs. And she sees me go to put the hot dog on the plate, and she screams, "No!" and just starts wailing. I'm like, "Okay, you don't have to eat that." So I took it off. And she yells, "No!" and started wailing again. I'm like, "Okay, I'll put it back." I'm like, "What do you want?" And I looked at her and go, "Baby, what do you want?" And she looks at me and she smiles and she goes, "Heh." Like, oh my God, she's trying to break me.
I made Grandpa jump.
Oh my God. I was like, this child is actually trying to mentally break me. And I'm like, holy fuck. But yeah, so that's where the title comes from. So how are you guys tonight?
I'm good.
I'm all right. I'm curious how I'm the only one carrying the whole Lords of the Night thing forward.
Well, I did on the last one, but since she wasn't going to be here, I just did the Scribe and Money thing because that's
no,
what
I'm talking about the introduction. I'm talking about the actual presentation of the stream. It's just like I kind of feel like I'm alone in the woods. You know, it's like, are we doing this thing or aren't we, guys?
No, you're right. You're right. I will work on that.
I'm just, or at least maybe the outro can be it, if not the intro. I don't know. Just
No, you're right. I will work on that for the next one.
How do you build brand identity?
If you'll quit your bitching.
I don't know how. It's all I do on here.
Anything else we need to get into before we get to the news?
Apparently you're giving Lady Monkey some hassle.
Oh, she's upset because she asked me if I had tweeted out the stream yet, and I told her no, I hadn't done it yet. And apparently that was the wrong answer.
I see.
See, women born evil. That's the women. Those are the women in my life.
Oh, I do have something to bring up actually.
Sure, what's that?
So I have made up a stupid song about SDA. And,
yes.
I will sing this song, but I'm a jukebox, and my singing this song requires a minimum $7 coin to be put into the slot, and by slot I mean that little dollar sign at the bottom of the chat window.
Just give Monkey money. Don't make Scribe sing, please.
For at least $7, he will sing this song. It's an excellent song. I've heard it.
It's not.
It's only the chorus and then a whole bunch of like made up words and stuff.
But he's lying.
No, it's great. And if you guys would also hit that like button for us, and in case you've forgotten, Monkey Dick, Jim Jones, and movies.
Well, you did that out of order. I think by doing that, you've now raised a demon.
Probably.
That was in order. Monkey Dick, Jim Jones.
No, but he liking it first.
Yeah, he did the like button first, so he got the chant out of order, which means that like, it's like playing a Beatles song backwards. Now it's going to tell us that like Satan is our master. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
God damn it, Sanguine.
I predicted that, by the way. Thank you, Sanguine. Sing it, Scribe.
All right. You know it's fun to say hi, SDA. You know it's fun to say hi, SDA. She doesn't want to smile, but she will anyway, because she's actually a nice girl. Hey, chat. You know you like to say, I said, hey, chat. You know that it's today, and I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, because I don't know the words. I didn't make up any more after that.
I love that song. That was excellent.
That was it. So sometimes I can ad lib decent depending on the song, but sometimes it just kind of breaks down.
I enjoyed it. I thought you did very well.
All right.
I'm going to cut that out and put it all over social media.
Oh God. Actually, that should be SDA's intro song for her videos.
No.
Yes.
No.
You know what we can do? We'll take it and I'll layer different sounding people so it actually sounds like there's a whole group singing it.
There you go. Yeah.
So, news stuff. What do we have for news?
Well, first I just want to say I'm going to do something that is, I think, a first for my reading the news, and that is I am going to read nothing from CNN.
Oh my God!
Because I am looking at their website right now. Their headline story is a story about nothing.
Oh,
every subsequent story underneath it are stories about nothing. And as I'm looking at the story topics, I might as well be looking at Yahoo Celebrity News because it is nothing. It's like actor leaves $2,000 tip at Waffle House. Spider-Man stars address dating rumors. Game of Thrones actor is weightlifting champ. It's bullshit.
Yeah, it's CNN.
And so I was like, okay, well, there's no important news
CNN.
going. Yeah, that is CNN. Crap is CNN. So yeah, I'm going to read nothing from CNN. I do have some actual stories I will read from the Associated Press because they are at least significant events, but I've only got about 2 of them, and after that, it's pretty much, potpourri time and on to MSS News because CNN sucks.
Indeed,
royal. Sucks sweaty donkey balls. So the one story that I did notice that is, I mean, well, we kind of hear about these things all the time, but it may or may not be significant. U.S. kills Islamic State leader in Afghanistan.
Oh.
Now, I can't count how many ISIS or insurgent or Al-Qaeda leaders we've killed over the last 15 years because we've killed a lot of them. And, you know, like Hydra, cut off one head, 2 rise in its place, all the same. The Pentagon says that U.S. forces killed the head of the Islamic State group affiliate in Afghanistan in an airstrike in Kunar province earlier this week. Defense Secretary Jim Mattis says that killing Abu Sayed is significant because the loss of leadership sets insurgent groups back for days or weeks.
Oh, days or weeks. Set them back, 3 days. Okay, yeah.
Oh my God, you have given us a minor inconvenience. Damn you, U.S., the great Satan.
Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't be killing these guys, but come on. Days or weeks, really?
Wait a second.
Thank you, Sanguine. So CNN is the Seinfeld of news, just stories about nothing. Yes.
Now it is, yeah. There was a time when you could at least be relied on to be reporting something interesting, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Now, this is interesting. I obviously hadn't read the article first. ISIS in Afghanistan is known as the Islamic State Khorasan group. Now, Khorasan is significant to me because several years ago, there was a lot of media buzz for about 2 weeks about this Khorasan group. And I think this was before ISIS really became a thing. And they were really pumping it up. And I remember that there was an investigation into what the Khorasan group was. And at the time, it was reported that it was basically a made-up thing inside the intelligence apparatus to sort of create an enemy. I'm going to have to look this up again because I distinctly remember stories about how there's all these rumors about, and they're trying to build this up as like some kind of big threat, but it was literally built on nothing. But now they're saying that it's actually a thing, which is weird. Anyway, the U.S. and Afghan forces launched an offensive against the ISIS group in early March as the militants were getting a foothold in eastern Afghanistan. Mattis tells Pentagon reporters that taking out a leader creates disarray in the ranks for days or weeks. He declines to provide any additional details on the strike. Okay. Well, there you go.
All right. Set them back a couple of days. Good job.
And we do have
how much that cost to set them back a couple of days.
Right. Yeah. A couple of days cost probably, $50 million.
Yeah, we probably could have just given them that and then take 2 weeks off.
Right. We could have airdropped the money and just said, hey, stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Old lady cubes. Why is that getting brought up already?
Oh, I forget. I don't know if you saw this. Somebody posted a comment about the whole pube lice thing and why they don't go after the head.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Heat.
Okay.
It is, on average, it's going to be warmer down there than it is on top of your head.
Oh, so these are, so like the pubic lice are like the equatorial countries. Just saying.
Yes, to all of our fans in the chat from the equatorial countries, yes, Monkey just compared you to pubic lice.
Well, it's a fair comparison. On
his channel, I want to underline his channel, not mine. So feel free to come to my channel where I do not compare you to vermin. Okay.
Yeah, there's another thing. Somebody said, "Oh, great, someone's got crabs," and no, we don't know of anybody that has crabs right now. But how come head lice isn't called like lobster or something? It's cold in Maine.
Head lobster.
Head lobster. Anyhow, we went somewhere bad early, and I blame chat for this.
No, it's my fault. I brought up the whole lice thing. Well, actually, no, they brought up the pubic hair thing, and then I brought up the lice thing. So yeah, it's a vicious circle.
Lady Monkey, hi, Beneficus. Welcome to Monkey's latest obsession. Yes. I do obsess about things like these until they make sense to me. So I apologize.
Well, maybe we have now exorcised the demon by explaining the whole reason behind head.
Yeah, the heat thing makes sense, I guess. Unless you live somewhere warm, can they get too warm? And then never mind. We'll discuss that another time. Anyhow, back to the news.
I've got one last story before we go on to potpourri, barring something else occurring, of course.
Yes.
It is an actual Trump story, but it's not from CNN. So this is the
real
AP.
Story?
Well, I don't know. It may not be, because it is about Trump and Russia. So,
all right, let's see.
Russian American at Trump Jr. meeting is ex-military officer. Okay. The Russian American lobbyist who attended a meeting at Trump Tower last year is a former military officer who has attracted congressional scrutiny over his political activities and has been shadowed by allegations of connections to Russian intelligence that he denies. That was all one sentence.
Damn.
You go AP, I guess. Okay. Oh, I'm going to try to pronounce this name, but I'm probably going to fuck it up.
Cool.
Rinat Akhmetshin confirmed his participation in the meeting to the Associated Press on Friday, providing new details of a June 2016 sit-down that included a Russian lawyer and President Donald Trump's oldest son, son-in-law, and campaign chairman. AP only does paragraphs in single sentences. I'm not kidding. The first 3 paragraphs are all individual sentences. His attendance at the meeting and his lobbying background created a whole new wrinkle to a story that has hounded the White House for days and added to questions about potential coordination between Russia and the Trump campaign. Akhmetshin is well known in Washington for his advocacy efforts, period. He has been outspoken in recent years about a U.S. law levying sanctions on Russians and has worked to undermine the public narrative used to justify the bill. And his name has also surfaced in multiple American lawsuits, including one involving the hacking of a computer company's systems. So you got this Russian lawyer and you've got a Russian-American outspoken ex-military guy, and they're all converging at Trump Tower. And our intelligence guys had no idea about this until Trump Jr. tweeted out his emails or something.
Yeah.
You know, Based Mama's theory is starting to sound a lot more plausible by the minute.
No, don't say that.
I know. I'm just saying. Just
don't tell a woman she's right, man. Did you not read the fucking title of the stream?
Did you read Sanguine's?
I'm about to. Thank you so much, Sanguine. Not entirely true. Oh, by the way, this is about pubic lice again, guys. So plug your ears if it bothers you. Not entirely true, since there have been cases of pube lice infesting scalp hair, beards, mustaches, eyelashes, and eyebrows. Also, because body lice are like head lice. So see, this gives credence to my claim last night that maybe it's from oral sex, and they could do that. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so
yeah. It doesn't mean anything.
No. I was gonna say I don't have really anything to say about the story. I'm so tired of the what ifs and bullshit.
Yeah.
Wait until you guys have something real.
Yeah.
And remind me to talk about that when it comes YouTube time. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I actually have another deep topic.
2 nights in a row?
I know, fucking right.
Jesus,
it's like I'm actually doing my job.
I don't
I
think
might have
you're
dropped the
actually
ball.
monkey.
I might have dropped the ball on the whole Lords of the Night thing, but I'm coming prepared. So
I don't think you're actually monkey. I think this is Clunky standing in for you.
I don't think he sounds like me. I think the younger one does.
Oh, Sunky. Okay, so you just admitted you're Sunky. Got it.
I'm Sunky.
Sunky.
Potpourri time?
Yep, pretty much. Unless you guys know of some other crazy, super duper global news that's happened. Let me check our friends at CNN. Nope, CNN still sucks. Okay. SDA, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. So we have
your
categories.
Smile, I'm going to sing the fucking song.
I know. I was about to say. Monkey singing a song deserves at least more than $7. Okay. Our categories are bong. I want to get like the Jeopardy soundboard.
We'll work on that.
Categories today are dong. 21 cats. 9-year-old silenced. Skydiver. And Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man arrested for calling police nearly 100 times. A Florida man who authorities say called 911 nearly 100 times in one day has been arrested. Clearwater police said in a Facebook post, because that's where police post these things now, okay, that Michael Mott called the department's communications center 98 times Monday. 98 is not 100. Okay, guys, 98 is not 100.
I feel like 98 would have worked in the headline to get me interested.
Yeah. They say Mott was trying to get money that was seized during a drug arrest in January. So he called 911.
Oh, for God's sake.
Police say Mott used 2 phones to make the calls and even made calls in front of an officer who responded.
So, okay, keep going. I don't want to ask questions yet.
Authorities say Mott tied up valuable resources that were meant to help citizens in need. Mott was charged with making harassing telephone calls. It is unclear if he has a lawyer. Well, if he doesn't, he needs the money to pay for one. Just saying. Okay, you arrested me and took my money in a drug bust. I want my money back. Okay.
Okay. Fucking Florida. What's wrong down there?
I don't understand. I mean, it's like, it really is weird because you don't hear like Mississippi man all the time or something. Or maybe it's just because Florida man has become such a meme that they promote stories about Florida incidents far more than they do any other state now.
That might be part of it too, because the whole Florida meme or Florida man meme, but yeah, I have nothing to add to that except the fuck.
All right. So SDA, we still have 21 cats, 9-year-old silenced, and Skydiver.
Skydiver.
Amazingly enough, Skydiver also involves a Florida man, which I didn't know until I just read this first sentence. Skydiver warned he wasn't going to pull cord before jumping.
Huh?
What?
A skydiver in Florida sent a video to his wife saying he wasn't going to pull the cord on his parachute minutes before jumping to his death from a plane. Okay. An incident report released Friday by the DeLand Police Department says Capotorto Vitantonio's wife, goddamn, Capotorto, Capotorto, last name Vitan.
Well, he's from Florida, right?
I guess.
He's just a Cuban. Continue.
A Cuban.
Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah. Cuban.
I got it. Thanks, Monkey. I appreciate it. I wasn't sure.
I appreciate the translation. Sometimes you don't get her references.
No, it's fine. It's like, you should work for the UN doing translations. Vitantonio's wife ran into Skydive DeLand Tuesday after receiving the video and begged an employee to stop her husband. The employee radioed up to the plane, but it was too late. The husband had already jumped. The report says Vitantonio, an experienced jumper, didn't open his chute. According to the report, Vitantonio told his wife in the video that he was going somewhere wonderful. The employee at the skydive place told investigators that Vitantonio seemed normal before going up.
Now, do you think this is something he spur of the moment did, or something he planned out for like a couple of weeks?
I think you'd have to think long and hard before deciding I'm going to go up into a plane, jump as an experienced skydiver, and not pull the cord.
Well, you haven't been married before, so you can't say that.
I'm glad I'm not sitting with my wife at my back.
I'm just I'm just saying, you know, there've been days it's like, fuck this, I'm jumping out of the plane.
Ready for nipple tweaking.
That's fucked
Get
up.
him,
That's
Lady
hardcore.
Monkey.
Yeah, Lady Monkey, you have my permission to tweak his nipples.
She don't need your permission.
Yeah, she does. She's a woman.
No.
Oh. Me and Scribe both trying to get into trouble, but he's a puss. He's behind a. Nobody can twist his nipples. Twist your own nipples, damn it.
Okay. Ow! Ow! Oh no!
Cryptic, you asshole. Thank you so much for the donation. Go Broncos. Fuck you.
Yeah, that was a threat last night. It's like, oh man, you should totally do it on Monkey's channel because then he has to say it. Okay, there are 2 stories remaining. Are 21 cats and 9-year-old silenced?
9.
Okay, and you're not speaking German, I hope. So anyway, 9-year-old silenced during Michigan City Council meeting. A central Michigan city leader has been criticized for silencing a 9-year-old girl who wanted to tell a city council meeting about her opposition to construction at a popular park for children. Charlie Collison went with her mother to a Lansing City Council meeting Monday to object to the construction of a new golf course entrance through Ormond Park, a popular spot for children to play. When Council President Patricia Spitzley asked if the public wanted to comment, she allowed 4 adults to speak, but said no to Charlie. Quote, "I have strong feelings about the role of children and what their role should be. I don't believe that 9-year-old children should be giving public comment. I just don't," Spitzley said Wednesday. Charlie's mother, Kelly Collison, said it was her daughter's decision to come before the council. She said the president's decision sends a message to youth that their voice is unimportant. Quote, "I cried because I was sad I couldn't talk about the reasons I had for Ormond Park to be saved," Charlie said. "I wanted to tell them that kids should have a chance to come to Ormond Park and climb on the rock wall and play on the structures." The structures.
Let them climb on the construction equipment. That's safe.
Yeah. You know, bulldozers and, you know, diggers and things. Kelly Collison used her own public comment time to read Charlie's remarks, which included calling Mayor Verg Bernero a park killer.
Oh, God.
That just validated it wasn't a meaningful, thoughtful comment. It was more done for effect, Spitzley said.
Well, I'm kind of with him on the not having 9-year-olds speak at a fucking public meeting like that.
You're using your child as a prop. Give me a break.
Yes.
It's like, this was totally Charlie's decision. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Real quick, before we move on, Tolik, I think is how you say it, in our chat, it's his birthday, her birthday. Oh shit, I should have asked first. Am I misgendering you?
Happy birthday, it.
Happy fucker. Happy birthday, Tolik. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Tolik. Whether you're a boy or a girl. Happy birthday to you.
You now owe some copyright company $5,000. You understand?
No,
not anymore.
I know. I just thought I'd scare you for a second.
If you'd like to do that.
It's not funny if it's not true, Scribe.
Sure it is. I read SDA. Sure it is. It's not funny if it's not true, but hey, I read CNN all the time.
Indeed.
It's not funny.
No, it's funny. It's hilarious.
No, it's not.
It's not? Okay.
Anyway, happy birthday, dude.
Yes, happy birthday to you. Lastly, now this isn't a happy story, but it is a satisfying story in a way.
Monkey, real quick.
Yes.
Why doesn't Base Mama have a wrench?
I don't know.
You should give her a wrench.
Why are you telling me what to do?
Why is she mechanically inclined?
No, I just kind of feel like she should have a wrench.
Now that she's a friend of the show, you mean? Oh.
Snowstorm, thank you. Parents not telling their children that their opinion is worthless is the reason we have so many millennial SJWs. True story.
I don't think like kids knowing about politics is a horrible thing. It's just
knowing about politics is one thing, but there's no kid was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna write a great speech to go give to a council meeting.
No, I understand that. I think I don't think the kids like need to be shielded from local politics and stuff like that, but at the same time it's like, can my 9-year-old speak? Shut up. Shush.
Yeah, take your kid to the meeting, but you can speak as an adult. There you go.
Oh, that's so sad. Thank you, folks. I appreciate it. My birthdays tend to be on the lonely side, so it's nice to have even a small nod from others. Oh, Tolik, come on, man. We gotta do something nice for him.
Well, you're assuming it's a man.
Sing the SDA song again. No, he told us. It's
no.
Oh, sing the SDA song again. It's really fun to say hi SDA. It's really fun to say hi SDA. Hey Tolik, it's your birthday too, and I want to say happy birthday to you. Hey Chad.
Very nice.
It's really cool. Anyway, I'll come up with some better lyrics at some point. I mean, it's not quite the Brady Bunch brothel song, but it's getting there someday.
I like that song better.
Yeah, because it gets stuck in your head, right?
Well, I don't like that, but it does get stuck in my head.
Okay, so our last story, again, is not a pleasant story. If you want me to stop reading it as soon as I read the headline, by all means, but it is a sort of justice for an asshole story, so depending. California man gets 16 years in prison for killing 21 cats.
Oh, good.
You should get all the years in prison, though.
Okay, a Santa Clara County Superior Court judge has sentenced a 26-year-old Californian to 16 years in prison for killing 21 cats, some of which he lured from people's homes. Fuck this guy.
Okay, can we move on? I don't.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I'll just say I'm glad he's going to prison, and I hope he gets some prison love.
Yeah. I'm just scanning through real quick to see if there's anything like, not. Yeah, he pled guilty to the 21 counts and he got 16 years. So
yeah, he should get longer than that.
He should. I mean, that's
at the very least he should get 200 years,
or at least a year per cat, I would hope. But whatever. Okay, well, now we are into MSS News. So everybody in the chat, for those of you that don't already know, if you have any news stories you'd like us to take a look at, and we can't promise we'll get to all of them, but we'll definitely take a look, send them to us via Twitter using the hashtag MSS News.
Flare Fritz.
Thank
you so much for the donation. Did he kill each cat 9 times, though?
Oh.
Too soon.
Too
soon. Funny, though.
Okay, so MSS News latest stories survey says, okay. Oh, staff reporter Jack Cochran, have you regaled us with a story from The Root?
Oh, there's a Root. Ah, you fucker.
Excuse me?
She just pinched my nipples, and I should have known better.
Aha!
She wouldn't get the hell away from me, and I was wondering why. God damn it. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, oh, and by the way, there was a Root live stream today. It was, I don't remember the exact title, but there were words in there that were, it was the male staff members of the Root talk about black masculinity. Okay. And I got to find that, and because I want to listen to it and see if I can sample anything from it, because that sounds fascinating. But anyway, this story from staff reporter Jack Cochran. Jesse Williams, Jay-Z, Umar Johnson, and the allure of white women.
Well,
okay.
Where do white women at?
Okay. And this is a story by Michael Harriot.
Wait, time out.
Yes.
Mr. Bones asked, what the fuck is The Root?
Oh, The Root.
The Root. Let's explain The Root.
Okay, The Root. Well, The Root is a blog site and a YouTube channel in the same family as Kotaku and Jezebel and Gizmodo and Fusion. Yes, our friends at Fusion. It is a very niche media presentation of stuff for the African American community, putting it mildly. And that's basically it.
It is also the source of one of the funniest streams we've ever done.
Yes.
Where they had written a story about the top 10 black Star Wars characters, which set SDA off in a way I have never seen. It was one of the funniest things I've ever watched. I highly recommend watching that stream, at least that part of it, because it's funny as fuck. Anyway, so you
should isolate that into its own video at some point.
Yeah, I should.
But anyway, yeah. So this is a story from our friends at The Root. Okay, here we go. There is always truth in humor. The reason Kanye West's line, and they quoted a line from Gold Digger. Should I read the line from Gold Digger?
Yes.
It's several lines, and I don't know how to sing it, so I'm not going to try to sing it because I don't know the song. But okay, I'm going to do my best street here while reading it plainly. There's dishes in the back. He got to roll up his sleeves. But while y'all washing, watch him. He gonna make it to the bends out in the Datsun. He got that ambition, baby, look in his eyes. This week he mopping floors. Next week he's on fries. So stick by his side. I know there's dudes ballin', and yeah, that's nice. And they keep calling and trying, but you stay right, girl. And when you get on, he'll leave your ass for a white girl. Okay.
That's right.
The reason Kanye West's line is so memorable, oh man, I'm never going to forget that, is that we've all seen it happen. The idea that white women have always been a graduation present or lifetime achievement award for black men has become an accepted trope among black people. We quietly talk about it amongst ourselves in barbershops and at cookouts. I can count like 17 stereotypes in that one paragraph.
I'm just thinking of Undercover Brother when he comes back and talks about how he's with a white woman, and the one guy asks him, "Is it everything I think it is?"
Oh God!
Such a great movie. Anyway, I'm sorry. Keep going.
The thought that rich, successful, and famous black men eventually trade in black women for white women is such an acknowledged fact that we don't even bother pointing out that the guy who wrote and rapped it left our ass for a white girl. Left our ass for a white girl.
It was for a really rich white girl.
At no time has that idea been more in focus than this week. Okay. The entire Umar Johnson. Who's Umar Johnson?
No idea.
I have no idea. Umar Johnson controversy, okay, started over comments he made on The Breakfast Club, which I assume isn't the movie, about interracial dating. Johnson basically condemned black men who chose to date white women. While his comments were cringeworthy to most progressive, logical thinking people, his explanation was almost like hearing someone describe a bout of explosive diarrhea. You don't want to listen, but you can't publicly deny that you felt the same way. What?
Ew.
You don't want to listen to diarrhea,
I must continue reading this now.
Please do.
That's also how many of us caught feelings listening to Jay-Z on 444 explain his regret over his affair with the infamous Becky with the good hair. I always believed that Jigga suffered more from the widespread notion that it was a non-black woman with whom he cheated. I mean, if you can cheat on Beyonce with a white woman, is any black woman safe?
Beyonce is built like a linebacker, for fuck's sake. Anyhow, sorry.
Okay, Hove. Boy, he's got more nicknames for Jay-Z than I can imagine. I know about Hove. I've heard that one. Hove also released a video, Footnotes for 444, with a number of men explaining their relationship woes. Jesse Williams, the last of the light-skinned heartthrobs, okay, appeared in the video and addressed his divorce and the pain he went through. The feeling was echoed later in the week when news broke that Williams was dating Minka Kelly. See, and this is in parentheses, see, I didn't call her a white woman, even though many of you know I suffer from a yet-to-be-named syndrome that renders me unable to tell white women apart, parentheses. This is the weirdest fucking article I have read since 10 black characters in Star Wars.
No, it's from the root, so what do you expect?
I'm mesmerized. I got to keep going.
Pat here?
I don't know what he's going to say next. Yeah, is Pat here? Because we need like a professional perspective on this.
Pat, have you earned enough money in your
Pat
life?
and I can get together and piss off the root.
I just want to know if he's earned enough, if he's successful enough in life to have a white girl.
I think Pat needs to do a series on root material.
Antediluvian wants to know how Beyonce is built like a linebacker. Look at her shoulders. They're like straight out. The women's shoulders are supposed to go down. Yes, thank you, Daniel. Beyonce looks like a dude. And for those of you who say she has a nice ass, I'll have to send you pictures of what a nice ass looks like. Because god damn, that she's built like Serena Williams. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know if Pat's in tonight or not yet. Anyway, okay. Next time we see Pat, we should see if I will confess I haven't watched enough of Pat's material to know if he's ever done anything on the root. But at this point, he really needs to do some stuff on the root, I think. Okay, I'm going to keep going. It's how much more of this is there? Okay, well, there's a bit more. I don't want to take forever, but like I said, I'm just mesmerized by this. Yes,
they're talking about people we should get in here, and somebody said get Satsu. Satsu's girlfriend isn't black.
Well, Satsu is a
black.
dirty race trader, obviously.
It must be. He's a dirty race trader.
Okay.
And like I've seen this kind of stuff before, where like some black women will be upset that black men date.
Yes, I've seen
women.
those. Chicks, yeah, I've seen those.
And it's weird. Why? What's the issue?
Okay.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. They and Richard Spencer would get along.
The problem there, and this is actually, I kind of see their point there, is that it is seen almost as for a long time, seen as a status symbol for a black guy who gets money to finally land a white girl.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, I don't get it myself. I don't understand why people are upset by it. Or
yeah, you're right about her shoulders.
Yeah, that bitch got wide shoulders.
I have wide shoulders.
When she did the Super Bowl, I thought she was auditioning for a spot on the team.
It's not nice, monkey.
I'm tired of hearing that ugly bitches are pretty and being told that they look good. Fuck that. I'm sick of ugly bitches.
Okay, I'm just going to go a little bit further, and then I'll stop. Okay, continuing. The intelligent part of your brain that makes kale smoothies and reads think pieces said, quote, I don't care who celebrities date, that's their business, unquote. But the reptilian part of your brain that likes Real Housewives and occasionally will buy chicken from a gas station said, quote, damn, not Jesse Woke Bay Williams, unquote. I don't know who Kelly is, but I assumed she was white. I didn't even Google her picture because, one, her name, I've never met a black Minka. I know a Mika and a Micah, whom I am careful not to get confused because for some reason, if you refer to someone named Tamika as Tameka, you might as well just go full out and call them the B word because they are very sensitive about their shit.
Is this, did you say that or was that the article?
No, I am reading it as it is written. This is amazing. I don't know what this is. This is like the stream of consciousness from, Brother from Outer Space or something. I don't understand this.
I am half convinced the root is a joke site. I really am.
It must be to some extent. This is just... Okay, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to bookmark this though because I have a feeling I should send this to Pat and he should do like a dramatic reading of it. That'd be a great video. That'd be a great video. Okay, that was a long time on one story, guys. I'm sorry, but that just really caught my attention. What can I tell you?
That tends to happen when we do the root.
Okay with my wide shoulders, monkey.
I don't think you have wide shoulders. See how they go down? They round off like they're supposed to. They're not squared.
Yeah.
Like her, yeah, fuck that. She looks like, oh, never mind.
Okay, well, moving on to other MSS news stories.
Sanguine, thank you so much. So how dare black men not like bitchy black women?
Oh, Jack Cochran just like camped out on the route today because he's sent a couple other stories. I'm not going to do that one right now, Jack.
You should do the stories that I put stories.
Well, hold on. Let me get to a couple more of our.
She sounded so sad. Now you have to.
Well, I will, but I'll save the best for last. Just hold on. Okay, hold on. This one comes from Reject. I hadn't heard this story, and the headline sounds interesting. This is from the Slate or Slate.com. Is something going on that I should pause for?
Knight of Charlemagne says Beyonce has thighs like Optimus Prime. Oh my God!
Whoa! What did she transform into?
A dude.
Ah, okay. GOP operative killed himself days after disclosing he solicited Clinton emails from Russian hackers.
Ooh.
This sounds like a much bigger story than if. Okay, let's see. 2 weeks ago, the Wall Street Journal reported the early threads of a story that looked to be a potential blockbuster in the making. A longtime GOP operative and private equity executive out of Chicago in September 2016, 2 months before Election Day, had been shopping around in the dark corners of the web for thousands of deleted emails belonging to Hillary Clinton. That was all one sentence. Jesus. During the search, in emails and on the phone, the 81-year-old operative, Peter W. Smith, presented himself as working with top Trump advisor Lieutenant General Michael Flynn as he solicited Clinton emails from hackers he assumed to be affiliated with the Russian government. The Journal knew all of this because Smith himself said so in an interview with the paper the first week of May. On May 14th, some 10 days after the interview, but still 6 weeks before the Wall Street Journal story went to print, Smith was found dead in Minnesota. The Journal article mentioned Smith's death in passing, noting that his interview appeared to be his only public comment on his subversive hunt for dirt on Hillary Clinton. The hunt, not the attainment, okay? The story's author, Shane Harris, said later during a podcast interview that he had no reason to suspect that foul play was involved. The Chicago Tribune followed up on the story of Smith's death and got hold of the Minnesota State death record that said Smith had killed himself and was, quote, found with a bag over his head with a source of helium attached. Oh, okay, I've heard of that method.
Death by helium?
Yeah, no, it's actually a common method used for humane euthanasia.
Oh, okay.
Because you just get really high and you don't notice it, you just kind of fall asleep. Yeah. Because unlike like carbon monoxide or something, there's no like choking and coughing. You just sort of like gradually pass out. Let's see. Since
if you're going to go out, jump out of a plane. I mean,
hey, don't pull the cord. You know, go out with a bang into the earth.
Thud.
Thud. Go out with a thud. Let's see. Since we live in surreal conspiratorial times, it will not surprise you that some see a conspiracy in the timing and nature of Smith's death. Is there something to it, or is this the stuff of InfoWars? I don't know, Slate. You're the one reporting it. There's no evidence to suggest anything other than the official coroner's report, but at the very least, as far as coincidences go, it's a doozy, particularly at a time where everything Trump-related appears simultaneously fishy and numbingly mundane. Okay, so it was a story about nothing. Yes, this Slate has joined the ranks of Seinfeld News. Okay.
Yay. Thank you, Mashishu. I don't want to read this. Can any of you that saw War for the Planet of the Can any of you that saw War for the Planet of the Apes tell me how D-Ray did in the movie?
Who's D-Ray?
He's the guy that was bitching, saying that Planet of the Apes was racist because they used an ape wearing a blue vest, which was supposedly him.
Yes, D-Ray McKesson is known for wearing this sort of blue vest outfit.
Who's D-Ray
McKesson is a Black Lives Matter advocate and leader. He's a very well-known sort of speaker.
Ray
McKesson, McKess, yeah.
For the record,
I've seen his face in the arounds.
All right, we have time for like one more story. So what do we have that's not real long?
Here's SDA story. Here's one from BuzzFeed.
Oh,
because BuzzFeed is just, I mean, we go from the root to BuzzFeed, so why not? And this is SDA's submission. 24 funny tweets.
No, don't do that one. Hold on.
Don't do that one. Oh, okay. Well,
you can do your own.
Yeah, you could read your own.
Yeah.
Real quick. Thank you, Cryptic. This sounds like the story of the Democrat aide named Seth Rich that got killed to protect Hillary, according to the Newsweek article. Yep. Lots of people dying around these folks. I wouldn't hang out with them.
I don't want to let slide the fact that we have several stories from the staff reporter Jack Cochran, staff reporter Colleen Bernier. I'm sorry I took so long with that Root article. That just really caught my brain.
Did you guys talk about racist soap dispensers yesterday?
No.
Great. Racist soap dispensers don't work for black people. These automatic bathroom soap dispensers don't really work for black people. Racist soap dispensers in public restrooms are not giving up. God damn, why is it 3 of the same sentence in a row? Okay, according to a viral YouTube video, the revelation could come as a relief for countless darker-skinned people if they thought they were going mad or being ignored. An African-American guest at a sci-fi convention in Atlanta did a test at the Atlanta Marriott along with his white friend to prove soap dispensers would not recognize his dark skin. TJ Fitzpatrick and his friend Larry can be heard laughing throughout the video, which clocked 3 million views. He told the tech website Mike, "I wasn't offended, but it was so intriguing. Like, why is it not recognizing me? I tried all the soap dispensers in that restroom, and there were maybe 10, and none of them worked. Anytime I went into that restroom, I had to have my friend get soap for me." The internet went into a meltdown as people came forward with their stories or sadly used the video for a bit of racism. Okay.
Well, do you guys remember the stories when the facial recognition software wasn't picking up Asians because their eyes are too small?
Mm-hmm.
This kind of technology, I mean, yeah, it's not racist. It's just, it's going by the averages.
Well, it goes on to say that, like, because black people tend to absorb more, because it's darker, they absorb more light, and white people, like, the infrared actually bounces off of us better. That's why this happened. I remember when the Apple Watches were about to be released, because they said that, like, the fitness monitor part of it, or the heart rate monitor, might not work as well for darker skinned people.
So I forgot there was actually a sort of terrorist type story that came out today. It hasn't gotten the kind of headlines you would have thought, but there was a series of acid attacks in London.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yes.
So I'll just read this real quick. It's a relatively short article that covers what happened today a little bit. This is from Fox News. This was posted. The story was posted by Mashisu. I actually posted it for myself earlier, but I forgot about it. So thanks, Mash. Acid becoming weapon of choice among teens in London amid growing attacks. A horrific wave of acid attacks have overtaken London, leaving victims gruesomely disfigured and suffering life-altering injuries amid a growing trend that's seen the corrosive liquid become the weapon of choice for British attackers. 2 teenagers, 15 and 16, were arrested Friday following an overnight swath of attacks in which men on mopeds injured several people by tossing a noxious substance in their faces. At least one victim, a man in his 20s, was left with life-changing injuries, police said.
Oh, fuck.
Which is probably the lightest euphemism for his entire face got fucked.
Yeah.
And it's probably blind, and God knows what else. Similar high-profile attacks have been plaguing the British city in recent months. In one assault, a 25-year-old man is accused of throwing acid at an aspiring model and her cousin as they sat in their car. The number of reported attacks using corrosive liquids rose from 261 in 2015 to 454 in 2016.
Already?
Well, that's as of last year. The total was 454. We don't know how many there's been
so far. Sorry. Okay.
Some appear to be related to gang activity or the theft of cars and motorbikes. Most notably, in April, 2 people were left partially blinded after acid was sprayed at a crowded East London nightclub. A man has been charged and is awaiting trial. The use of acid in attacks has even spread to children as young as 12 who have been arming themselves with substances, quote, for self-defense. A lot of people ain't got the heart to stab people, a student told The Sun. It's just easier to squirt someone. Jesus.
That's fucking horrible.
Okay, yeah, that's basically it. But I had no idea about. I mean, I'd heard about acid attacks in the Middle East, like, you know, girl going to school or something gets acid thrown in her face, that kind of thing. But Jesus. Okay. Well, anyway, there's our horrible story. I guess we've gone over a week now without something horrible, and that's pretty fucking horrible. So.
Oh man.
So yeah, sorry for dwelling on the
an article that I saw. It showed a girl who got, I think, the 21-year-old who got acid in her face, and her face is all screwed up now. It's awful.
Yeah, sorry for dwelling on the Root article, guys.
The Nuggets sent us a picture on Twitter. It's a Beyonce, and it says, I ain't no man, and these ain't no linebacker shoulders. If you go to Twitter and look at this picture, I want you to look at her crotch. just look at her crotch and tell me that's not a dude. That's not a dude. I'm just saying. Anyhow. Okay, so we're on to YouTube time. Yay.
Right.
Let's start with SDA. Did you do anything on YouTube today? Oh no, your YouTube thing got canceled, didn't it?
Yeah, I didn't make a video. I was gonna stream with Roaming, but she is sick, so we're gonna try for tomorrow. If she's still sick, we're just gonna reschedule it. So,
what time what time and what channel?
If we do it tomorrow, it'll be at 1 on her channel.
Eastern time, right?
Yeah.
So guys, keep an eye out on Roaming Millennials channel at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow.
I did hit 55,000 words today.
Yay!
Congrats. And somebody wrote a song about you.
Well, I wouldn't say wrote.
Don't give him that much credit.
I'd say concocted.
No.
Concocted, yes.
No.
Yes, I concocted a song.
No, he slightly rhymed.
Slightly, right? It rhymes. It
Slightly
works. It makes sense.
That is a great take on YMCA. Come on. Scribbles, what'd you do today?
I'm working on my next Race in America takeoff. Like Snarled posts a Race in America thing like maybe once a week, but not every single one is something that catches my brain. Like some are just like people telling their stories, and it's like, well, you know, I've got nothing to say about it. It's like that was a horrible story or something, or like the one the other week was a girl talking complete sense, and I was like, I can't make a video on this because I agree completely with what she's saying. But once in a while, they put somebody up on a stage to tell their quote-unquote story of racial, I don't know, terror or something, and I just go, no. So I've got the video chopped, got the audio recorded, just have to sort of assemble it, and I should have that out probably tomorrow. I'm also looking around for something to use for the next episode of Curriculum of Fear. I haven't come across any digestible videos about education and social justice in the last couple weeks. I'm looking, but it's usually like these long hour and 20-minute like panel presentations, and it's all very esoteric, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't really conversation piece stuff, but I'm looking around. We'll see. But yeah, that's about it.
All right. I made a video about CNN because their gaffe yesterday was just too funny.
Yeah.
And it was, for those of you who missed it, CNN, their anchor, oh, what the fuck is her name? I forget. Poppy Harlow. In the middle of asking somebody a question, she stops and says, let's stop for a moment and listen to the French national anthem. And you can clearly hear, even before she says it, that they are listening to the Star Spangled Banner, the U.S. national anthem. It was just a fucked up thing. And
well,
several
That's probably not her fault. It's probably whoever's talking in her ears.
Well,
fault.
see, that is actually something I brought up in the video. Even if that's the case, somebody in that control room should have known the difference.
Oh no, somebody fucked up. It's just it probably
Yeah.
wasn't the anchor because whoever's like talking in her ear is probably like, "Hey, there's the French national anthem," and she's like, "All right, French national anthem," and then your guy's like, "Fuck," and
Well,
she's
yeah,
like,
she
okay.
actually you can hear her say somebody's name, and then she goes, actually the US national anthem, huh? And she laughs about it, which really pissed me off. But a couple of people have commented on that video that it's not really a big deal. And if this was the only gaffe, no big deal. Yeah, you're right. It's just something funny. Somebody made a mistake. But as we have seen, CNN has no goddamn standards anymore. The only, I am convinced the only thing that you have to possess to work at CNN is a hatred of Donald Trump that defies logic. From their articles, they had that article that was so bad 3 people resigned over it. They've been caught faking stories. They fuck up all the time, and this is not just one thing anymore. This is an editorial standard that is just a fucking joke at this point.
I'm sorry about Jinx, by the way, if you guys can hear him barking.
I can't hear him at all.
Okay, if you can, I'm sorry. He's 4 months old now, so he's in his crazy phase.
Is he humping everything?
No. He already got neutered. So he's not humping everything. He's just, it's wild. It's very wild. So he keeps barking, and I don't know if you guys can hear him or not. But anyway, yeah, I agree with you that if it was like just this and everything else was fine and dandy, it would not be a big deal at all. It would just be like, oh,
somebody
this
fucked
happened.
up.
Yeah. Whereas given the fact that I don't know who the fuck is editing these articles. And
they are a nightly joke for us.
Yeah.
And it's not like there's a whole bunch of really diehard Trump supporters here. 2 out of 3 of us did not vote for Trump. And is that bad? To your boy Pat, hey, I got a question for you. Do you like white women?
Like in a sexual way.
In a sexual way, yeah.
He likes me, and I'm
We'll
pretty
get back to
sure
your
I'm
answer.
white.
Well, that could just be, internet flirting. He might be like, she ain't brown enough for me. I'm just saying.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. Hey, Pat, have you ever heard of or done any videos on The Root? Because if you haven't, I think you should. I think it'd be really
You're just saying that because he black.
Well, I don't want to be the kind of person who speaks from a perspective that I haven't lived and be able to critique material from people who have lived a different life than I have because of what they are. It's not valid for me to comment on such things or something. So I'm told. I mean, I practically every other video I look at tells me that, so it must be true because, people tell me that. Okay. Why is everything suddenly quiet?
I don't know.
Monkey, did you? Oh, Lady Monkey just tweeted me saying, be right back. So I guess Monkey had an emergency nipple twisting session or something he had to get to. Okay, well, in the meantime.
What did you do for the...
What?
Did we already talk about you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, gosh, I'm glad to know that you were paying attention, or I was just so interesting that it stuck in your brain for not more than about 2 seconds.
Oh, Monkey died on his own channel.
Wow.
Fuck.
Okay. Yeah, he went. Well, I mean, like I said, Lady Monkey tweeted me to say, be back. Pat, The Root, the blog / YouTube channel. Have you heard of The Root? Not The Roots. The Roots is depending on the song, is a pretty good band. I forget the name of the song. Oh, the Seed from Collateral. I love that song. But yeah, if you haven't heard of The Root, I can send you a couple of links. I think you might find it interesting. It might be video-worthy stuff. I don't know. Let's see. What else? Begin the countdown till the stream ends. No. Silent minority. I'm late because of stupid Windows updates. No kidding. Those things are nuts. Let's see. Scribe, how did you find The Root anyways? It was one of the recommended channels on Fusion. I was on the Fusion YouTube site, and it had like affiliated channels or channels that they liked or recommended or whatever. And The Root was one of them. And I was like, oh, what's this? What's The Root? And I looked at it. I was like, oh. And I showed Monkey. And then I started paying attention a little bit to their blog site. And of course, that's when I spotted that one day the Star Wars list of 10 black characters. And that just kind of like set it all in motion. I've done a couple of videos now on some of their material. But yeah, so that's where The Root comes in. There's this nexus of YouTube channels and blog sites that all sort of culminate with Fusion. And I believe they were all part of the same network as Gawker. So they're kind of like the remnants of Gawker. Oh, staff reporter Colleen Bernier has sent me the theme song to Jeopardy for download. Somehow I think that if I played that online, I'd probably get a copyright strike. But I will take a look, and maybe it's something I can use. Scotch asks, Scribe Light, did you see the socialism versus capitalism debate on Sargon's live stream channel? I saw that it existed. I did not watch it. Honestly, I couldn't think of a more boring set of topics to talk about. I'm not an economist. I don't find economics all that exciting. I was supposed to moderate a debate between a socialist and a capitalist at one point. It was supposed to be me moderating Communist in Space versus, I think, Danny Dingo, but that never happened. Let's see. Bloodwing, see you in the chat. I hope you're feeling better. I heard that you weren't feeling so hot today.
This is gonna crash soon.
You think so?
Probably.
I wonder if anybody can hear us. I don't even know. I won't know until the chat tells me. Chat, can you actually hear us? Because if Monkey doesn't return soon, I think the stream goes implodey. Yeah, so I think we'll just do chat time unless or until we get Monkey back, or Monkey Stream Part 2 begins. Okay, they can hear us. Okay, good. All right, well, if we suddenly disappear, it's because Monkey has caused the universe to implode. Switch to my channel. No, I'm not going to switch to my channel. We're going to wait until we hear from Monkey on what's going on. Scribe, have you ever played Stellaris? No, I have not. Let's see. Scribe sent the game board filling sound to. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll take a look. And I think I have to use OBS or something if I'm going to play like sounds on my computer to end up on the stream. I'm going to figure that out.
Oh, it's locked on me? Fuck.
It's locked on you. Yeah, well.
That's awful. Okay.
Well, everybody can just look at you while I'm talking.
That's
let's see.
Yeah.
Some American, do you enjoy practicing eugenics in Pokemon?
What?
Lady Monkey, as far as I know, the stream has not dropped. We are still,
you asking me if I breed in Pokemon? Because I don't have the patience for that.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we've ever done a stream on Lady Monkey's channel. If Monkey doesn't come back soon, it will. Yes. Well, we'll just play it out until it does, or until we're told to just quit it, so we move over to a secondary stream or something. Let's see.